Good afternoon, guys. Xfile 2708 back again with another video. As you can see from the title, guys, we're having a little bit of an experiment with a new series of videos for the series. Now, the thinking behind this, as you can tell from the title, looking at doing some 5-minute movie reviews. Now, this is come across really off the back of the pickups videos that I do. Now, obviously, those are normally 30, 40, 50 minutes long sometimes. People always enjoy watching them from the feedback that's left in the comments. And, you know, they're always saying things like, oh, I've not heard of such and such a film, but that sounds really good. You know, thanks for the recommendation. I'll check it out, etc., etc. Now, my good friend James, so that video that went up yesterday was proved very popular, and people seem to be looking forward to the new series of videos that myself and James are looking at putting out over the coming weeks and months. So many thanks to everybody that's checked out that video so far and given us some encouraging feedback. Very much appreciated. Now, James was across last night. It was he was over for a few hours having a basic catch up, and we were running through some ideas for upcoming videos for our new series that we'll be doing. Now, one of the episodes that we were talking about doing was going to be paranormal, so, you know, covering the likes of all of the Paranormal Activity films, etc. And one that James mentioned to me was a movie, as you can tell from the title, called Ghostwatch. Now, I'd never heard of Ghostwatch before, but James was like, well, I can't believe you've never heard of Ghostwatch, you've never seen it, oh, you've got to give it a watch if you can. And, you know, I said to him, you know, I'm, 51 this year. I watch movies all the time. There's millions of movies out there, and sadly, you know, there's going to be a lot of good movies that, you know, people enjoy that I haven't seen. I've seen a shit ton of movies over the years, but there's only so many hours in people's days and only so many films that you can get around to watching. But yeah, basically, I said to James, yeah, I'm going to check that out. So what I did after James had left late last night, I thought, right, I'm going to have a look on the Fire Stick and see if I can find it. Now, I know, you know, you'll be going, oh, sacrilege, you're all physical media and all of that sort of thing. But the description and the way that James had talked about it, I was like, I really need to watch this. I don't want to wait and order it on eBay, wait for it to come through, etc. So what I'm going to do, if it's on the Fire Stick, I'm going to have a watch last night, as it was. And then if I enjoy it, and it's a film that I'm wanting to re-watch, then I'll order it on physical. And yeah, I can re-watch it to my heart's content. So that's what I did. So thankfully, it was on the Fire Stick. So I put it on last night, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So 4 minutes into this 5-minute movie review, I've given you the background to it. So now I'll tell you a little bit about the film. Basically, was released in 1992. It's a British horror paranormal mockumentary. It falls into the category of, and it's got Michael Parkinson in. It's got Sarah Green. It's got Mike Smith, and it's also got Craig Charles in randomly. So yeah, it's got some. It's got a decent UK cast. And if you've seen, what would you say, Late Night with the Devil recently, obviously a new release movie, that one, it's kind of similar to that. Michael Parkinson plays the chat show host, funnily enough, Obviously, in the 70s, I think it was, in the 80s, then, that was Michael Parkinson. He had his chat show and interviewed people and all the like. So he actually plays that part specifically in the movie. You've then got Sarah Green. She plays the reporter that goes out to the house, and they cut to her, and she's talking to the family and the daughters, and she's the one that sees if she can see the paranormal instances as they occur in the house. Mike Smith, oddly enough, plays her husband. So I think they were married in real life as well, so that was kind of odd, but it worked well for the movie mockumentary. So he plays a reporter in the studio. So they basically have these chat lines, if you like, that viewers are ringing in, talking about paranormal instances and things that they've seen on the footage that has been shown in the show so far and things like that. So he basically takes the calls from the operators and passes them over to the studio and shows his concerns for his wife who's out there and all that sort of thing. And Craig Charles, and obviously he was in Red Dwarf, so he plays like a reporter outside of the family house where these paranormal instances are occurring, and he's talking to people and talking to the mum when she comes outside and all that sort of thing. So probably his was the only part that I wasn't really a fan of. So whether I was seeing him with rose tinted spectacles from Red Dwarf or not, and I felt his character didn't quite work for the way that they were trying to portray the movie. But apart from that, I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, it was really good. So let me just have a look. I've just written a couple of bullet points down. So yeah, basically it's a family that have been experiencing paranormal instances. It's a mum with two daughters. They've had all sorts of publicity, and this film crew basically go into the house and record all of these paranormal instances as and when they happen. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, guys, it is a really good mockumentary, something that I hadn't heard of until James mentioned it yesterday. But I did thoroughly enjoy it. Kind of without spoiling anything further, I've kind of just given you a loose overview, if you like, just to so you know what it's about, who's in it, and what my basic thoughts were. But yeah, some really creepy moments when the paranormal stuff's kicking off in the house. Obviously Sarah Green's in the house, the mum's in the house, the two young daughters are there as well, and they're hearing knocking upstairs and banging and all that sort of thing. So they run upstairs to see if they can see where it's coming from, see if they can capture anything on film. And then as soon as they're up the stairs and into the bedroom, the knocking and the banging starts going on downstairs, which was quite cleverly done, and kind of creeps you out of it, if you like. So they run back downstairs, and they can't find what's creating it or any explanation for it. There's another instance where the older daughter is kind of, I don't know, she comes across almost like hypnotised or whatever, and they see her, she's frozen stiff, and all her face is covered in scratches and things like that. So it's a really, really cleverly done paranormal mockumentary, and it's British made as well, with British actors and actresses. The end of the mockumentary, all sorts of stuff kicks off in the studio where Michael Parkinson's doing the chat show. So that's where I draw the comparison with Late Night with the Devil, if you have seen it before. So from me, absolutely brilliant recommendation from James. So thank you very much for that, matey. I am going to get my ass on eBay or CEX, I can't remember which one, has got it cheaper. I think it's around £6-7 on DVD to pick up at the minute. So I am going to get it ordered and added into the collection, because it is one that I will rewatch again over the coming months. So thoroughly enjoyed it. Rating wise, guys, at the end of these 5-minute movie reviews, which we're now 10 minutes in, but you know, I've probably only spent 5-6 minutes talking about the film, and the rest was, you know, how I got to start in these 5-minute reviews and the meet up with James yesterday. So they will generally stick to 5-6 minutes long. But yeah, at the end of each one, guys, I'll give a rating as well. So I do put all of my movies that I watch onto Letterboxd, if anyone uses the Letterboxd app. If you do and you want to add me on there, guys, I'm just xfile2708 on there. So search me out, add me if you want. You'll see all my movie ratings and things like that. So for the Letterboxd rating on Ghostwatch from 1992, I gave it a very solid 4 out of 5. So there we go, guys. That's my very first 5-minute movie review. Hope you enjoyed it. If that sounds your sort of movie, then please feel free to check it out. Hope you enjoy it as much as I did. And if you have seen it before, or you've decided to order it off the back of this video, please let me know in the comments. Always nice to interact with you guys. And as always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. All that good stuff. And I'll be back, what are we on today? We're on Thursday today, so I'll probably be back over the weekend with another video. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Bye for now.